Hey everybody, welcome back to Pentiment, and hope everything works right. I made sure to test it before I started this video, so everything should be recording properly, and sorry about the last one again. If I knew there was a glitch going on, I definitely would have tried to fix it, but whatever, que sera, sera. So, last time we had dinner with a lot of lunch with the villagers. Um, the the guy who helped us dig up the grave, he started like a revolution. He's printing out flyers that he's trying to agitate the populace into effecting change, and he's thinking that the Abbey's not going to be happy about that. Their power is being taken away, or threatened at least. Did you drop this, Caspar? No, I don't think so, Master. Oh, and the other thing is that lady who had a vision. Again, it's the same lady who had a vision before the murder of the first murder. So, kind of seems like we know what's going to happen next, especially since another note like this showed up. That script looks beautiful, Master Andres. Did you write that? You were warned. Warned? What does that mean? Warned about what? It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Let's just head up to the library, Caspar. Alright, Master. Now I kinda need to refresh myself here. Yesterday, Brother Guy extended an invitation from the abbot to buy books from Cursao's library. So I'm going to meet Mother Illuminata at the library. Hello, Master Mela. That's the door. See if I can talk to anybody here. Ah, Master Mela, is it? Hello, and welcome to the Golden Hand. I am Nico Berger. I own this land house and run it with my wife, Hannah, and our son, Killian. I believe my boy helped you to your room. Is it to your liking? It suffices. I see. We will strive to exceed your expectations during your stay. Is there anything we can do to make your stay more enjoyable? I don't think there's sufficient light in the room. We can place additional candles and lamps in your room for a modest price. That will be fine. Very good, Master Mela. When you arrived in town, one of the locals said you lived here 3 years back. Yes, I worked for the Abbey as an artist. Ah, I see. I heard that you were involved in solving a murder. Yes, out of necessity. The wrong man was being accused of the crime, a friend of mine. I heard it was the town stonemason. Revenge for a love affair gone wrong. Love affair? No, that's not... Where did you hear that? Oh, bits and pieces that people have said here and there. Sounds like the story has changed in the last 7 years. I meant no offense, Master Mailer. I just found it to be an interesting story. It's not a story. It's something that happened. 2 people died. Of course. Again, I meant no offense. Well, I'll leave you to your day. Until later. Until then. Andres. Brother Guy, what are you doing out here? Father Gurno asked me to inform the townsfolk that the shrine is closed. Has something happened to the shrine? Father Abbot ordered that we bring the hand into the church. The pilgrims are still welcome to come in and visit the relic, but it is off limits to the townsfolk. What? Why? The abbot has had enough of the peasants and the townsfolk rebelling against the abbey. He is their rightful lord. The abbot has been more than generous, but he will not let his 12 articles drivel pass. This 12 articles drivel. The abbot refuses to leave the relic at the risk of destruction. The hand of St. Mortis is the only thing keeping the abbey open. So this is about money. The pilgrims bring donations, but the townsfolk don't. Don't be a fool, Mela. Without the abbey, the shrine can't be kept in good condition. It would be looted. The abbot is trying to protect the relic, nothing more. No one wants to destroy the hand of St. Mortis, Guy. The abbot is a cruel man, and you're no better defending him. I will do my duty as my vows and my lord command me, Andres. God bless you. You. God bless you, Brother Prior. Not Prior, Master Mela. Not anymore. Not after you eviscerated my reputation to the Archdeacon. After you left Curacao, Father Guinel removed me from my position and appointed Brother Matthew Prior. That wasn't my intention, brother. Do you even think of the consequences your actions will have on others? Of course, but I can't foresee everything. Well, this one consequence. Are you pleased with yourself? Of course not. I'm sorry, Brother Fenwick. Forgive me. I have been carrying this anger with me for 7 years. Feeling shame for losing the abbot's respect, losing my position, feeling guilt for hating you. I can forgive you. I must forgive you. To do otherwise would be to turn my back on Christ. I am responsible for my own actions. My anger at you was misplaced. I forgive you. Thank you. I'm glad you were able to relieve yourself of this burden. The burden is not quite lifted. Speaking the words helps, but healing will take time. Of course. God be with you, Brother Fenwick. You as well, Master Mela. Andreas. Oh, it's wonderful to see you again. How have things been for you in Nuremberg? I've actually been in London recently. Nuremberg is the same as it always is. Oh, well, it's good to see you in any case. Forgive me for asking, but how did you find the music in London? Lovely. King Henry is an avid supporter of musicians and plays a number of instruments himself. Oh, interesting. I knew he was a defender of the church, but I did not realize he was a musician as well. I love all music, of course, but I am interested in what is being created across Christendom. I suppose you came to pay respects to Brother Piero. I'm so sorry, Andrews. He was a wonderful man, and a faithful servant of Christ. That he was. Well, despite the occasion, it is good to see you again. God bless you, Andrews. Not sure where the library is. Guess I could check the map. Okay, it's by the scriptorium. mean, they dig up the graves and move them around all the time, but I'm not allowed to do it. Hello, who is this? It's Andreas, Brother Addock. Andreas Mailer. Oh, Andreas, the fine young artist from Nuremberg. Not quite so young anymore, brother. No, you're still young. When you was last here, I thought I was old. I was wrong. Now I feel the true measure of years on these bones. Like the waves of the wide sea on the cliffs of Porthcagen. Porthcragen? Time has worn me down. But enough of that. How have you been, Andres? I've been well, thank you. Well, I'm glad to hear it. You seem more at ease now than when I was last here. Do I? It may be so. I may have worked in the scriptorium beyond the limits of this body. It pained my joints and strained my brotherly love for Guy. The scriptorium took my sight and the use of my hands, but when it closed, it also took the pain from my heart. The abbot is content to let me serve the Lord through prayer and contemplation. And so it contents me. I'm sorry, Andreas, but I must rest now. It is good to hear your voice at Cursa again. God bless you. God bless you, Brother Addock. Greetings, Master Mailer. Hello, Sister Zid. I still don't know how to pronounce that. Zdena? You're looking like a real artist now. I'm impressed. You must be living like a lord. Yes, but overburdened with problems. I've no time for my own art, only that of my patrons. How dreadful. At least you can choose your patrons and do what vocation you please. Why don't you like living at Cursa, sister? I'm not like you, Andreas. I never chose this life. My family couldn't marry me off to anyone of higher rank, so they donated me to the Abbey. The amount was substantial enough for the Abbey to take me in as a man, as a nun. I was forced to take the habit. Looked like just 3 M's. I loved my life before Curacao. At least you choose your vocation. I was shoved into mine and forgotten. And here you are, muttering as though you're the most successful person in the tossing right now. I had no idea. I'm sorry. You're lucky to have the life you do, Andres Mela. You men can become whatever you like. While I, a woman of noble birth, am forever stuck with crones and old men. Sitting with crones and old men. I've accepted a lot these past years, but I can't ever be as perfect as Illuminata. Still, it's better than it was. I should return to my duties. Thank you for speaking with me, Andres Mela. Till later, Sister Zedna. Zedana. God bless you, Andres. It's been too long. I knew Father Abbot made it clear you were not to return when you left, but we had hoped to hear from you. Yes, my apologies. You're right, of course. It's good to see you again, Mother Illuminata. This is my apprentice, Caspar Ziegler from Salzburg. God bless you, Mother Superior. God bless you, young Caspar. Master Mela. It's good to see you, sister. You as well. I'm sorry you have to see it in such a state. It sees very little use these days. What happened? After Baron Rothvogel's murder, we had fewer and fewer wealthy patrons. The small number that held out lost interest. It's easier to commission new work from the Guild of St. Luke or individual masters in big cities like Nuremberg. Regulated trade and sale of art in cities around Europe, artists who sought to have apprentices and businesses often had to become members for the privilege. Yeah. It's like a union, basically, for artists. Father Guerneau saw no reason to keep the scriptorium or library open. Most of the books here have been suffering from neglect. Your mother Cecilia's death, neither I nor Sister Zedna has the time to maintain our inventory. Piero did say it was going to happen sooner or later. I am no happier about it than you are, but the late brother was right. Only heaven is unchanging. Now all that remains are books for sale to interesting parties. A task that Father Gurnell has entrusted to me. And Sister Zdena, of course. I don't even know where to start. Master Andreas, maybe you could find a book for little Magdalene, something that's not in print yet. Excellent idea, Caspar. Parzival, perhaps Klaus would not object to this romance given its emphasis on Christian virtues. The German is a little dated. I'm sure she'll figure it out with Klaus's help. Who knows, maybe it'll inspire her imagination. I think these are Latin translations of some of Origen's homilies. Prolific first-century ascetic and theologian, best known for his exegetical writings and homilies, influenced the development of the Trinity and ransom theory of atonement. Looks like it's partially burned. Probably not a great gift for a younger... Wait. This is the same book hand as the notes I found when the Baron was murdered. Whoever wrote this is responsible for writing the notes. I need to ask Illuminata about this. A copy of Jacobus de Fourgain's Golden Legend. Every good Christian should know the legends of the saints. And the Latin is simple enough that she should be able to read it before long. Oh, Richard de Berry's Philobiblion. It's a text on the collection and preservations of books. 13th century English priest and later Bishop of Durham, Richard de Bury was one of the first private book collectors, is best known for the Philobiblon, which is prescribed in the care of his collection. Maybe this is where Illuminata and Cecilia learned all their tricks. Certainly a good book for a printer's daughter. Albert Magnus's De Animalibus, renowned 13th century Dominican theologian, philosopher, astrologer, and bishop of Regensburg, a prolific writer. He was known primarily for his work on Aristotle and his knowledge of natural science. It's ostensibly a bestiary, but it contains so much more knowledge on a variety of topics. This could inspire an interest in animals in the natural world. Beautiful illustrations as well. See what she has to say about the book that was burned. Have you decided on any books to purchase? Yes, just one. Century retelling of the Arthurian hero Percival, written by Wolfram von Eichenbach. Themes of love and chivalry are prominent in this adventure tale. It contains a wealth of knowledge. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Klaus Drucker's daughter, Magdalene, will. The Latin may pose a challenge for her, but I'm sure with persistence she can overcome it. Is there anything else you need? Yes, Mother Illuminata, what do you know about this book? I don't know anything. This is the first time I've seen it. Where did you find it? I've seen it on one of the lower shelves. I don't think it's in our catalog. It's burned around the edges. Why? How can I find out where it came from? Who wrote it? If it's not in our catalog, I'm afraid I don't know whom you could ask. If If it was a recent edition, the only people who would know are Mother Cecilia and Father Matthias. That's a shame, because whoever scribed this book wrote the letters I found while investigating the Baron's murder. The ones in the fine book hand? Brother Adok told me about them. Perhaps he knows something about this book. He's been here longer than any of us. Why would the person who wrote the letters have scribed a book in our library? Well, that's the question. Whoever did it is the thread puller. Huh? Someone who was manipulating people at Cursow and Tassing, pulling threads to provoke someone into killing the Baron. I thought the town stonemason killed the Baron. He did, but the Baron was lured into the chapter house by someone who knew Cursow and Tassing's secrets. Well, I don't know if he actually did. Well, I'm afraid we can't be of any more help to you in determining the book's provenance. However, as it's not in our catalog and it's already damaged, I doubt Father Abbot would mind if you kept it. Excellent, thank you. Glad someone bothered to save it from the flames. With the Druckers. Brother Adok isn't here anymore. Let's go snooping around here again. Nope, nothing. Oh well, worth a shot. The scriptorium fell into disrepair quickly after Father Guerneau closed the library. It's just everything's piled in a bunch of junk. Right, yeah, I was here a second ago. The abbot just lets people walk through his house, huh? God bless you, Andreas. Welcome back to Cursow. Thank you, Sister Gertrude. All of Tassing seems to know I'm here. Haha, you're the big man in the small town, Andreas. Word travels fast. Besides, Mousefinger tells me everything that goes on in Cursow. Who's Mousefinger? Our confident cat, and our excellent rat catcher. She's always wandering about. You'll see her sometime, Casper. I don't like cats. They hiss and scratch. Oh, Mousefinger's harmless if you're not pilfering the garden or cellar. She's gotten as plump as me in her later years. Till later, sister. Bless you, Andreas. Bless you, Casper. There's Mousefinger. Better give him a pat. Alright. This is the way to go. God bless you, Andrews. You're back. Good. We're almost ready to sit down to eat. Would you and Caspar care to join us? Of course. Thank you, Klaus. Welcome back, Andreas, Caspar. Andreas, these are my friends, Benjamin and Rachel Summerfield. They're on their way back to Prague. imperial city in the Holy Roman Empire. City's mint made it a hub for German and Italian bankers and merchants. Its university became a gathering place for many Reformation thinkers. Good day. Hello, excuse me for not getting up. It's a bit difficult. Of course, I understand. It's nice to meet you both. Hello. Hello. That sounded like a real word, class. She's learning more of them every day. She'll be reading before long. That's a wonderful seeg to the gift that I've brought her. Oh? Consider it a small apology. Well, all right. Let's see this small apology. Here you are. Albertus Magnus is de Animalibus. Andreas. She's only 2 years old. I'm sure she'll learn quickly in a printer's house. Thank you for this. It's a nice thought. We should probably pray before we eat, assuming Sommerfields don't mind. Not at all. We're accustomed to being guests in Christian homes. Thank you for asking, class. All right, I'll lead the prayer then. Bless us, O Lord, for these your gifts, which you're about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ, O Lord, amen. Klaus, thank you again for letting us stay here. It's been such a long trip. Oh, is it time? No, I'm fine, I think. Just sore everywhere. Anyway, we'd hoped to get home weeks ago, but the fighting has made it slow progress from Basel. Has the fighting come close? Close enough. We can hear the drums or see the armies. It's too close for me. Rachel being pregnant complicates things, of course. Quite understandable. It's lucky timing for me, though. Now I have 2 printers and master artists at my dinner table. True, it isn't all misfortune. Daddy. Oh, yes, thank you, and a future printer and baby printer-to-be. Tessing hasn't seen this many artists under one roof in a while. What have you been working on in Prague? Benjamin is trying to create a more readable script for Yiddish. We have typefaces for Hebrew, but it would seem nice to have something separate for Yiddish. How novel. Yes, it's still a developing typeface, but usually only used in Jewish women's books. I'd like our writing to be more accessible, especially to those who only read Yiddish. Here, something like this. I'll be sure to send you some samples when I'm finished, class. Good, I'd like that. Yes, I'm fine. Klaus, what are you working on? I need to get ready to sell the travelers as the pass is open, but lately I've been printing the 12 articles for the town. 12 articles? Thanks to Father Thomas, everyone in town can read at least well enough to make it through the sheet. I've got a lot of people talking, and a lot are coming over to Otto's way of thinking. Now, you heard him yourself, Andreas. What do you think of what's happening in Tassing? The abbot's always been an ass. What do you expect? You're not wrong. Remember what happened at Attila's house? The abbot took it away. She lives with Agnes now, and since Lucky died around the same time, 2 widows to keep each other company. Sorry, not trying to bring up bad memories. I was just trying to say that things have been hard on the peasants for years. It's just gotten worse lately. The Abbey's in such a bad state. Is the Abbey in such a bad state that it must be someone in the Abbey to appeal to for more money? I think if the Abbey is in such a bad state. The Duke of Bavaria, jointly by 2 brothers, both working to suppress the peasant results. He could try to sit down with Otto and work something out. Otto tried to reason with him. The abbot won't listen. Apple pie in the middle of your meal? Antiquated. We're sympathetic to what's happening here. We saw it all through Swabia. Peasants are suffering. It's true, but I worry what will happen in Tassing. Oh. I'm fine. Peasants are no match for the soldiers of the Swabian League. Military group maintained by the free imperial cities of the Holy Roman Empire. Members included nobles, knights, or hired retained mercenaries. What is the Swabian League? I just looked it up. Bastards who think they can crush people for the crime of standing up for themselves. Right or wrong, they can crush them. We saw their handiwork. It was brutal. If the peasants aren't careful, Tassing could draw the wrong sort of attention. I know that Otto and the peasants are taking risk, but I believe Otto will keep things peaceful. Anyway, it's not the Swabian League we have to worry about, but the soldiers of the Duke of Bavaria. Bavaria. The Prince Bishop has the Church's authority. The Duke's lands surround Tassing and Kursau. Klaus, I'm sorry for never writing back. What happened here in Tassing, at Kursau, I just wanted to forget it. I was too much of a coward to write back after hearing of Bert and Marie passed. I'm sorry. Off. Oh. Oh, this is it. This is it. Oh no, I was afraid of this. Can't travel now, and it's all my fault. Should have never left Basil earlier. Or should have left Basil earlier. I love you, Benjamin, but be quiet. I don't care. I need help. Yes, we need a midwife. Is there one who would accept Rachel? Agnes Steiner, and she's Tassing's midwife. Could you get her? Klaus? Yes, I should get her. Agnes has delivered every child in Tassing as long as I can remember. She would never turn any woman away. I think it's Lucky's wife, the widow's. She's a widow now, because of me. Thank you, Klaus. You're a mensch. Enough with the thanks. Get me the midwife. Yes. Andres, you're forgiven. Kaspar, it was good to have you over, but you both have to leave. Thank you, Klaus. Good luck, Rachel. Oh, thank you. I'll need it. I'll go fetch Agnes. Thank you for joining us, Andres. Oh, I almost forgot. You should go see the bonfire preparations in the town commons. You missed them on your last visit. Klaus! I'm going. Thank you, Klaus. We'll be going. Take care. Everyone seems to be working hard for the bonfire tonight. The commons look festive, decorated like this. Look at the flowers, Master. The bonfire is huge. How's the fire coming? Does logs work out all right for you, Andres? It's all in place, Otto. Good, good. All right, everyone. Remember, after the bonfire tonight, we celebrate as usual. We will all gather in the woods, and the women will collect herbs as tradition demands. Otto, the abbot has forgiven harvesting in the forest. Please, for everyone's sake, reconsider your actions. Thank you, Father. The abbot's order goes against God's law. The forest belongs to all of us, as do all the game and fowl and fish. We cannot claim ownership over that which God gave us to hold in common. No, I'm sorry, Father. We'll proceed as planned. Tasling has never let anything get in the way of our St. John's customs as long as I can remember. We won't start now. And remember, tomorrow I will show you proof that as sure as the sun turns round the earth, God and all saints are with us. Good day, Andres. Hello, Brother Wolzoff. You looked upset at Otto's announcement. Is everything all right? Otto is becoming more aggressive in his defiance of the abbot. Father Gurnell will not take this news well. How could the abbot stop them? He can't exactly chase them all out of the woods himself. Father Abbot knows force is not the only way to get people to behave. How do you think he came to his position? Fair point. Why is the abbot so angry about it? Didn't you just hear Father Thomas, Andreas? The abbot declared the woods off limits. Anyway, it's not for me to say. I'm sure the abbot will tell you more. He sent me with an invitation for you to dine with him tonight. I'm sure the father will want to discuss the situation over supper. Well, I suppose I can attend. Does the invitation extend to Caspar as well? I'm sorry, Andres, but Father Abbot has asked you to come to his house alone. Phew. Now, please tell the abbot I'll see him this evening. Well, I guess I'll see what the fuss is about. Meet you back at the Golden Hand after dinner, alright? Can I help set up the festival decorations while you're at the abbot? Yes, but be back before sundown, alright? Yes, thank you, Master. I'll see you later. Alright, since that probably saved it there, I think I'll stop it here, and we'll pick it up on Friday with the dinner with the abbot. So I hope you're enjoying this. I'm glad that we actually got the video to record in this one. And so yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.